Yo, what's really good, people? You're through to else at TvKO. Thank you again for watching another video. Right, guys, I kind of want to add my 2 pence on to what's been a hot topic for the past 10 days. The heavyweight landscape in boxing. And by the heavyweight landscape, really, I'm just talking about 3 names. The trilogy of champions, if you like. So we're talking about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and of course Anthony Joshua. This all kind of follows on from the fight that we saw 10 days ago at the Staples Center between the WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder and the lineal champion Gypsy King Tyson Fury, in what was a pretty decent watch. A very interesting and intriguing fight for sure. Great fight, and I was happy to see Tyson Fury come back. There was one question I had over Tyson Fury going into the fight, and I basically said that he would win the fight as long as he could back this up and prove his stamina and fitness, and he did that in that fight. For me, from round 1 to round 12, he was fleet of foot. In fact, he was just as energetic in the 12th as he was in the first, and very unfortunate to come away with just a draw, which is essentially away from home is a win. I think we can all accept that as boxing fans. Deontay Wilder, as you expect, lack of any real skills, lack of technique, lack of IQ, but one thing that he did demonstrate, and it's the one thing that you cannot question about Deontay Wilder, is his unquestionable power, really. And he almost got Tyson Fury out of there in the 12th, and only God knows how Tyson Fury managed to get back on his feet, and not only get back on his feet but dominate the rest of that round. It's just mad. But there you go. From the euphoria from that fight, we are now in a position where there is this notion from a lot of boxing followers, and what I can only assume is a lot of casual boxing followers also, that Anthony Joshua is somehow now at the mercy of both Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. I mean, how deluded must you be to really believe that? Let's get a few things straight here. Anthony Joshua holds 3 of the 4 recognized belts. Anthony Joshua quite clearly has the best resume out of these 3 fighters. Anthony Joshua is clearly, and this is facts only here, people, Anthony Joshua is clearly the money man, generates the most interest and the most money. So how is Anthony Joshua at a loss at all in this scenario? If anything, the fight between Fury and Wilder, it helps AJ. And the rematch will help AJ, because let's make no mistake, as long as AJ maintains his belts, as long as there's no weird slip-ups that happens on April the 13th, if he does fight Dillian Whyte, if he fights Baby Miller, even if he fights Usyk, if there was some crazy upset that happened, as long as he maintains his belts, all roads lead to Anthony Joshua. And I actually believe that Anthony Joshua is so big, and for anyone listening to this guy, oh, he's clearly just a fan of AJ. Well, yeah, I'm a big time AJ fan. I got no problem admitting that, as I am with Tyson Fury. I actually love Tyson Fury also. Not so big a fan of Deontay Wilder, and anyone that's watched my previous videos will understand why. I'm going to keep on going back over it. For me, it's actually quite clear. The guy's a bit of a clown as far as I am concerned, but that's just my opinion. In the ring, I'll give him his respect, but I just don't like him, and I don't think he's that talented. But anyway, going back to the matter at hand, Anthony Joshua's hand is the same as it's always been. He reigns supreme, and at this moment in time, Anthony Joshua is the #1 heavyweight on this planet. Whether he's the best heavyweight is up for debate. I personally think if he ever gets it on with Tyson Fury is a major threat to Anthony Joshua. I actually have Tyson Fury beating Anthony Joshua. Should Anthony Joshua face Deontay Wilder, I think he destroys Deontay Wilder pretty comprehensively. I think he'll put him on his back, maybe once, twice, maybe 3 times in the fight before knocking him out. But that's all up for debate. That's just speculation. In terms of overall stats, you can't ignore them, and based on those stats, Anthony Joshua is quite clearly the #1 heavyweight, based on his resume, based on ability, based on resume, based on, I might have said that twice, and based on the money that he generates. He's the #1. Is he the best? That's up for debate. I'm not saying he's the best, but he's the #1. It's 2 different things. And I'm not quite sure I get this notion that the things that I've seen on social media has consisted of the following. Oh, Anthony Joshua, how must he feel? He must feel very sick. They don't need him. They don't need him. What do you mean they don't need him? What are they going to do? Just keep fighting each other forever for the next 10 years? Of course they need Anthony Joshua. Who was the first person that Deontay Wilder spoke about after he fought Fury? It was Anthony Joshua. Who was the first person his manager mentioned after the fight with Fury? It was Anthony Joshua. Who did Tyson Fury mention in the ring after the fight? It was Anthony Joshua. Who's Frank Warren talking about today and yesterday? And it's Anthony Joshua. So all this pretense is quite silly, and I'm quite amazed that some people lap this up and take this in. It's just, come on. But there you go, guys. Let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Is Anthony Joshua not the number one? Guys, please let me know. Which fight would you rather see as well? Would you rather see Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder on April the 13th, or would you rather see the rematch between himself and Tyson Fury to put that wrong right? Because as I believe, I'm sure there's many people that would agree that Tyson Fury won that fight by at least 3 rounds. But there you go, guys. Am I wrong? Or is the general consensus right? Is Anthony Joshua at a loss? Is he ducking Deontay Wilder? Leave in the comments, man. But for now, I'm Elts. This is TvKO, and I'm out of here. Peace.